J7 Star Bricks coming back at you today with another review of another Mould King set. Yes, this is the Mould King Imperial Star Destroyer. Yeah. This is a Midi-Scale one, not the giant one. Don't have that one yet. This is set 21073. It is 1,845 pieces. Let's go ahead and check it out, put it together, and do a review for you. Before we get started, if you liked the video, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. Consider becoming a member. We do exclusive member videos, and we also offer exclusive access to our videos ahead of time. So you want to take advantage of that if you've got the money to help support the channel. I don't know why that voice just popped out. Or you can give us a super thanks and help the channel out that way. Because the more money we get from you guys, the more reviews we can do for you guys. Because I'm paying for all this and my wallet hurts. A lot. And now, on to the review. Alright, there we are. Check out that box. Interestingly, although this is only 500 pieces more than the MK Stars Republic Attack Cruiser, the box is quite a bit bigger. Swallows this box whole, with room for maybe half another box in there as well. Got the back of the Star Destroyer on one side. Got the front of the Star Destroyer on the other. Some pictures of the set here on the back, along with the dimensions. Let's see what's inside. Despite the bigger box, it seems to be stuffed in here. Oh, we got some colored pieces. Some brown. Slap. Oh boy. The little instruction book. As usual, the well-labeled Mould King bags. And as usual, more than one bag of certain numbers. 3 bags of 2, apparently. Looks like 5 bags in total, and only 1 bag 1. And we got the nice Mould King manual here. Oh, looks like there's a sticker for the plaque. Brain not work. Oh, that fell out. Good old Mould King, putting them in the instruction book so they don't get wrecked. Looks like we got 5 bags. Pretty standard stuff. Nice colors, so you can tell the difference. Alright, let's build it. Alright, there's bag 1. Now, check out, we've essentially built the same structure on the top and the bottom, and then put them on top of each other upside down, pin them together on the front with this, and then pin them together on the back with that, and then they are attached similarly to the way we did the Midi-Scale Venator by Mould King. So that's pretty cool. It's an interesting building technique. I like the way they did that. There we go. Look at that beauty. Let's get in a little closer. Alright, I'll start off with the base here. MK Stars part. It says Avenger Empire Star Destroyer. That's a bit of a weird translation. Should probably be Imperial Star Destroyer.
The stand works okay. It has a very good connection in the back here. This connection in the front, you have to be careful when you pick this thing up. It's 2 studs upside down, and this has a tendency to come off if you bump it. And then the whole front of the set wants to crash. So just be very careful when you're picking it up and moving it, not to bump this, or grab the front of the set when you do, because it's going to come down. Take a look at the underside. You can see it is fully plated. There's some details down there. The stand goes where the hangar bay would be on the bottom of the Star Destroyer. Coming all the way out. Just a few studs on the front there. That looks really good underneath. Here is the side of the Star Destroyer. It's Midi-Scale, so not quite as detailed as the large ones, but they do still have some greebling. I still think it looks pretty good. Let's find an angle. Here's what she looks like from the top. Get it a little closer for you. Take a look at the engines. There are the engines for it. Pretty cool. I do like the amount of greebling they were able to do on the back. That's kind of neat. The view from the other side. Close up of the bridge and the shield deflector generators. Looks pretty good. I like it. All right, let me show you the one feature before we go any farther. These guns on the side, whatever turbo laser batteries or whatever they're supposed to be, there is a little knob back here that if you twist this knob, see all those guns? Oh, you can make all the guns turn in unison, sort of. That's interesting. I don't know why you would do that, but it's there. All right. So I'm sure you've noticed. I'm sure it jumps out and slaps all of you in the face. Exactly what slaps me in the face is that, just like the other Mould King ship, this is a completely different color gray than this. And it's all of those triangle pieces, the same thing they did on the Midi-Scale. Okay, remember the Midi-Scale Republic attack cruiser and how these corner pieces, different triangle shape, but still the same problem, right? It's just a completely different shade of gray than the rest of the ship. Except for, while this is right here and right here, and that's it. It is like every other section on the Star Destroyer. It kind of immediately draws your eyes to it, and it just doesn't look great. My other major complaint is, you know, it's a major problem with all of the Star Destroyer sets, is that you've got this gap just running right up the middle, and it just does not look great. And it's not in the movies or the shows. It's because you're creating an angle with these plates and you've got nothing to fill this with. Somebody really needs to invent a piece that covers this gap at a correct angle, or do something. Now, if you've seen my Mould King Super Star Destroyer, you know they just kind of stuck the Lego Technic cross sticks in there, which is, it looks better. It's not ideal, but they didn't do anything here. And we also didn't cover up these. I don't know why they just didn't put some sort of plating over these. That's where it attaches to the frame for the side plating, and it's just kind of sitting out there. Doesn't look great. I do like the bridge on this one, and if you've seen the $160 Lego set that they're coming out with this summer, the Star Destroyer, right? It's got some minifigures with it, but it's chibi looking. The bridge is way too big, and it's stubby. It doesn't look like this. This looks like the correct scale for a Star Destroyer. The Star Wars one just looks bad for $160. Ugh, if it didn't have Cal Kestis, I would definitely not be getting it, but I really want that Cal Kestis minifigure. Stupid Lego marketing. My only other issue with this, other than the stand, and I'm not really sure, you would need to make a much bigger stand in the front to keep it from doing what it does, and it would need to tie into the actual frame. And this is the same kind of stand that they used on this set. So the Venator's got the same really issue with that stand. So as long as you don't bump it, it's all right. These should just be on display, so it should be okay. I just move them around a lot for review purposes, but other than that. And the last issue on here, the engines look pretty good. The issue is, and it's already happening, these are not in there very well, and so they, over time, tend to slide down like that. So you end up, let me give you a side view here, you end up with the blue part like sticking out of the back, which doesn't look great, and it leaves the top of the engine just plain there, so you kind of have to shove them in there. I'll probably just glue them in at some point so they don't do that. Just a spot of super glue somewhere would keep it from doing that. The little ones are fine, it's just these. These half cups are not tight enough to prevent those from sliding around. And just a quick side-by-side of the Venator and the Imperial Star Destroyer, just to give you an idea of the difference in size of these sets. The Venator, of course, is quite a few less pieces than the Star Destroyer. The Venator is 1,320 pieces. The Star Destroyer is 1,845. So there's a 500 plus piece difference there. And you can kind of tell in the size. This set is currently $79.99 at HeroToys.com. Or if you use my discount code in the description below, 7StarBricks, you'll receive 7% off. And this set is currently $74.39. For the number of pieces that you get and the way that this looks, this is a much better looking set than the upcoming Lego Midi-Scale Star Destroyer. I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be a Midi-Scale Star Destroyer or if it's like supposed to be a playset, because I've seen the images and it does hinge open, so I don't know. But the new Lego one does not look great. This one looks really good. It's going to look great on the shelf next to the Midi-Scale Venator and the Midi-Scale Super Star Destroyer Executor. And I like it. For 80 bucks or a little less, it's a good deal. The only thing, man, I wish somebody would come up with some actual light blue gray triangle pieces for this set, because that's the only really bad thing about it that really just draws your eye as soon as you look at it, is that it's just miscolored in those parts. And they really need to either make those parts with the correct color or find another vendor to sell them those parts, because it's clear that Mould King doesn't make that part themselves, which is they've sourced it to somebody else, and that somebody else doesn't use the right color for the polymer, and so you end up with this inconsistency in the set, and that's just not great. Other than that, it is a cool looking set. I do like the fact that the bridge looks good, unlike the Big L set, which looks terrible. So that's it, guys. I like this one a lot. See, I don't always hate on Mould King. They have stuff I like. And that's all I've got for you this time, guys. Once again, my name is Jay. This is 7-Star Bricks. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Helps the channel out. Consider becoming a member or giving us a super thanks to help us afford more sets like these to review for you. Until next time, I guess you can click on these videos over here too if you want, or subscribe up here.
relax.